Another day, yet another banning on social media. Twitter's latest blocking measure targets the accounts of libertarian commentator Gavin McInnes and his organisation, the Proud Boys. Proud Boys is a group that operates in the US, UK, Canada and Australia. It promotes itself as a collective of Western chauvinists. Some of its members took part in the notorious alt-right rally in Charlottesville in August 2017, but since then it's tried to distance itself from the alt-right. The Proud Boys ban came ahead of a similar rally to the one held in Charlottesville called Unite the Right. Twitter said the organisation has violated its policy on violent extremist groups. Earlier, RT's Hanisha Sethi debated the issue with our guests.
If you read what we wrote, including what I personally wrote before and after Charlottesville, it was something we wanted nothing to do with. It was an absolute abject disaster run by psychopaths, and I'm happy it failed. I think it might just be coincidental that it was shut down after that, unless, of course, somebody didn't want people to know that there are reasonable people in the new right who are saying, like, yeah, we don't want anything to do with that kind of racist Nazi dreck, which we don't, which is a good thing. The left should be celebrating that there's right-wing groups saying, don't do that.
You're a very fringe, extreme fringe
Thousands
group
of Proud Boys disagree.
That espouses hate, and you can do whatever you want on Twitter, as far as I'm concerned.
Prove it.
I don't follow you. I don't want to be by you.
You know what? It's like you have no argument other than to say racist, 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 and you think that we're going to cower and go, oh, I guess you win. We're not racist. No, we're not racist.
Well, I know that there's violence in your initiation
do your homework,
process,
man. If there's any hate speech that I said, oh, do you now? Now, if there's any violence,
it's all hate speech.
Please read me the line that I wrote. It's all hate speech. In other words, you have no argument. You did no homework. You're uneducated.
Twitter's decision somewhat surprising, given that it calls Proud Boys a violent extremist group, but they themselves have denied for years connections to the alt-right groups or any extremist movement. So is activism now considered extremism? Is this the issue we're debating here now?
We would like to have no hate speech, no racism, no divisions in our country. And the divisions in our country and the racism do not come from Twitter. They do not come from Facebook. They do not come from our email and the such. And I believe that the poor racist boys should have their website. I mean, I believe that they should be on Twitter. I believe they should have Facebooks.
Who gets to pick out what hate speech is? Who gets to pick out what racism is? How come one thing is racist for one people, but it's not racist for another people? How come one thing could be hate speech here, but it's not hate speech over here? It doesn't make any sense.
Man.
So the only thing to add to fight hate speech and
privileged
racism,
white boy.
Right. I got it. I'm privileged. The only thing to fight racism, and what are you?
Okay.
The only thing you're the most privileged person in this conversation right now. I guarantee it. The only thing to fight racism and hate speech is more speech and better speech.